Everyone who writes a letter to Juliet receives a reply. Sophie is curious about who replies on Juliet's behalf. She then notices a woman collecting letters. Thinking that following her will lead to the answer, Sophie follows the woman to a secluded room. In the room, 4 women are playing the role of Juliet, replying to letters and answering questions about love. Sophie is moved by their actions and decides to join them. On her first day helping to collect letters, she accidentally knocks over a brick. She discovers a letter inside. Looking at the yellowed paper, she can't believe it's a letter from 50 years ago. The letter says that Claire fell in love with Lorenzo 50 years ago, but their families disapproved, and they missed their chance. However, after so long, Claire still loves Lorenzo, so she hopes Juliet can guide her. The rest of the group believes that 50 years have passed, and there's no need to reply to the letter anymore. Sophie still wanted to reply, even though she knew the letter might never be seen. But the next day, a strange man came and asked who had written the reply. Sophie thought the man was there to thank her, but instead, she was scolded by him. The reply from 50 years later had caused Claire's grandson considerable trouble. Because of this reply, Claire had traveled thousands of miles to London. Sophie secretly followed the man and met Claire at the wishing wall. When Claire realized that it was the person in front of her who had replied, her surprise turned to gratitude. That evening, they had dinner together and learned about Claire's love story. At this point, Claire made a bold move. She decided to spend the remaining 3 days searching for Lorenzo. They first went to the place where Lorenzo had once lived. Seeing that Claire was a little nervous, seeing that Grandma was less nervous, the old man who opened the door wasn't Lorenzo. The grandson, through a friend, found 74 Lorenzos, which drove him crazy. He didn't want to waste time in this place, but Claire knew Lorenzo would stay here, so they continued their search. However, after several days of searching, they still hadn't found Lorenzo, but instead found a gravestone with the same name. Claire stood before the gravestone.
First time with you, my heart melting to the ground from something true. Everyone's looking around, thinking I'm going crazy.
But Sophie, of course, understood the pain of loss and silently left. But if you want to see it, the movie is called Letters to Juliet.